Alright, so let me tell you a secret that I found recently, and it's been working very well in my bodybuilding, whatever you want to call it, weightlifting. And that is you gotta believe that you're on steroids when you're not on steroids. So I'm not saying do steroids. Basically, if you just believe that you're on steroids, you use a placebo for your own favor, you'll benefit a lot. Let me explain. So there was a study with two people, right? Two groups of people, one that took actual steroids and one that didn't. And they didn't tell any of these guys like which ones had steroids and which one didn't. Both groups showed increasing signs of muscle mass, and on top of that, yeah, of course, the group that took steroids, they were able to build more muscle. But the people that were told that they took steroids when they didn't, they built some crazy muscle. I also found a study as well, you can search it up online, about a protein shake. So two people were giving protein shakes, right? One of them was actual protein, the other one wasn't. They still found that the person that took the protein shake when they didn't have a protein shake, they ended up believing it was, and then it actually helped their muscles. So what I'm trying to say is, if you could trick your brain into believing that you are on PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, or you could just convince like your brain to just think that you're like crazy, then it actually translates into your workout. Now let me explain. If let's say you taking creatine, right? You might act like it's little, like you could literally take creatine before a workout, right? Which is what most people do. And then you could just pretend you're doing coke. Okay, now this sounds bad, right? Like you don't do coke, but I'm just saying you pretend that it's coke, or you pretend it's some sort of drug that makes you go crazy, and then you go to the gym and like you translate to that. Or you could take pre-workout and then think it's like a drug, like an actual drug with heroin or something. If you believe in that and you're like, oh yeah, I'm taking drugs, even though you're just taking pre-workout, and it's gonna actually translate into your workout, and you're gonna go crazy, bro. You're gonna be like insane. And you're gonna have a way better workout. You're gonna feel like out of the roof, bro. And I tried that myself. Like I always think of pre-workout as cocaine, like I pretend it is because it's white powder too, whatever. And with creatine, I pretend it's like also cocaine or something. I always pretend it's some sort of drug. And it's been working. I've been making a lot of gains just because of this technique that I've been using. Even people walk up to me like, bro, what the fuck are you on, bro? And I'm like, yeah, I just sniffed creatine, or I sniffed pre-workout. And as a natural, you gotta do everything you can to get any advantage, most advantage you can, because we need everything on our side, right? We don't have the PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, in our favor, right? So it's one of the things I've been doing, and I suggest everybody does it, man. Like whatever you do, even even just even when you eat food, you gotta act like you're taking some superfood. If you're just eating like a regular meat, you have to, be like, oh my god, I'm eating like the best meat that's like supposed to give me this vitamin and this and that. And when you do that, you will literally see yourself become superhuman. And one of the ways you can also imply that is also through watching people that take steroids, right? So I'm not saying watch someone take steroids. I'm just saying like watch a YouTuber, right? Like watch somebody that is very obvious they're on steroids, but they don't obviously say it like that. They don't openly say it. And you want to watch them, and you kind of it's gonna sound a bit stupid, but like you kind of have to intimidate them in a way, or not intimidate. You have to be like them in a way, right? Like I'm not saying take drugs. No, no, no. I'm just saying, let's just say Sam Sulek, you watch. He's working out. He's always pushing himself, and like he's tired. He's taking a lot of deep breaths because he's a big guy, right? You want to kind of do the same thing. You want to act like you're this big guy, and that you're pushing this crazy weight, even though you're not pushing not even half of what he's pushing. But you gotta act like you're that big guy too. And then if you believe that you're that big guy, eventually you will become that big guy. And it sounds stupid as hell, right? But you gotta give it a try because it does work. It does work. At least in my experience, like it worked. Like I actually saw some gains from this because I feel like I pushed myself a lot harder. You know what I mean? I convinced myself that I'm on steroids, so I push myself harder, and then I actually act like I'm on steroids. So I watch people that take steroids work out, and I want to act like them. Now, it sounds stupid. It sounds like, oh, well, you're a sheep and that, but no, no, no. It will actually help you out a lot. Like you'll make so much more gains doing that. So I highly recommend you kind of start that. I highly recommend that you do that, and then you'll try it for a week and see. But just treat everything you take as kind of like a drug. Same with, especially if you take pills like vitamin D, zinc, all that stuff. You gotta act like that stuff is like literal like Anavar or something. Act like all these are drugs, especially for a workout, bro. You're gonna have a really good workout. Like you're gonna push yourself. And yeah, that's like my little tip. So trust me, use it. It's gonna help.